on her and say a bunch of
I
mean
left
shit,
3 months ago.
Well, yeah, but like I said, Kim has been banned from SOS for 3 months. She sits in Hanoi server and shit talks me and shit talks SOS. That's her thing. She's been
But her friend's in there.
But right. So with Rebecca got modded. Isn't this? We're all simps, and Rebecca was in the same way that Kim was willing to do it. Rebecca was willing to do all of the work that a lot of our mods were not. We have mods who are on different time zones. I'm sure you guys know Minato is Italian. He can't always be around, so on and so forth. So she, in spite of the fact that she's in a deferring time zone, she carries a lot of the workload for us. She always in staff commands, verifying members, taking care of member inquiries. She's doing all those things. I'm not. The fuck would I do it? I have other things to do with my time. Trevor's not. He's the owner. In the same way that a CEO isn't going to McDonald's and flipping burgers for his customers, he employs people to be in place so they can do those things for him. It doesn't make any sense for us to be sitting down wondering why Ghosty got banned, why Foxy got banned, why Baki got banned, when there are, like, you guys said, like, SOS is dying, whatever. That's your prerogative to propagate that narrative. I don't care. The rules say, do not DM admin, Muzan, myself, or Belmont, which is Trevor, because I don't care. Trevor doesn't care. I don't want him to care. Trevor was in a situation where he was responding back to every single member's inquiry. Every single, this guy needs this, that guy needs that. I don't want him doing that. If I'm his number 2 and he's the CEO, the top of the hierarchy, he should not be dealing with why member X got banned, why member Y got banned. He shouldn't. And I have made it that way because I don't want him dealing with it. With Baki getting the punching bag role, I don't know what that was about. I didn't shit on Baki. I don't know if maybe he can attest to it. I wasn't shitting on Baki. Trevor wasn't. If the server decides to do it, they decide to do it. This is the thing with running this troll server that you guys don't realize, is that when it comes for some things, the goalpost gets moved. Where it's a troll server, man. Let us just do what we do. It's a troll server. And then when there are other times, then it's, now we want to get into the specifics of how this works and how that works. But is it a troll server, or are we actually aligning with some sort of, like, code of conduct, some sort of rule system? With our rules, the 3-strike system. Yes, it is 3 strikes, but we updated our rules. I don't know if that's the updated version. I didn't read it, but the staff is allowed to use the discretion on whether they want to ban someone or not on 3 strikes, 1 strike, 2 strikes, because we're the staff. We choose. You guys do not choose. It's like if you're running an establishment and you have a certain code of conduct set in place and someone walks in and says, well, I think I deserve another, or I should get this, or you don't afford any leeway to people when you have a strict set of rules in place. So, Ghosty got banned. I don't know. I don't care. With Rebecca and the way that she does things, yeah, she rules with an iron fist. That's what the fuck we want. Because we have other mods who are kind of, drifting around. We have staff members who do specific things. Like when it comes to inquiries, big picture ideas, things like that have to do with the livelihood of the server and the quality of life, that's what I do. That's because I don't want Trevor to have to do it. That's where the hierarchy lies. So with the punching bag rule, we scrapped that months ago. Baki, he got it. Maybe he shouldn't have, but again, you guys have to realize it is a fucking Discord server. Baki got trolled in Discord. I'm sure that it really wasn't the biggest deal, the worst thing that could have ever happened to him. Could it have sucked? Sure, but it wasn't really that big of a deal, bro.
So if you're saying that Rebecca has like this, mod position in her server due to like the actions that she does, her responsibility and her activity, you guys could have anybody else replace Rebecca, because if there's a lot of complaints and if there's a lot of negativity coming from an individual on Discord, it doesn't hurt to replace somebody, because I know there's someone out there in your Discord server that can do just as much as Rebecca.
Of course.
With, a positive vibe. Because, once there's a lot of complaints, it's gonna harm your server rather than, help it. I want things to, get better for the greater good.
Well, right. So
yeah.
with
Ghosty wanted to add his input too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna agree with something that Rick said. is that admins, senior admins, and owners don't got time to check people who got banned. And I agree with that, like 100%. The only thing that I didn't see though was that the mods were supposed to take care of like what else happened. Whenever I got that, I saw the little log channel, you added me, I said sup, and then instantly banned. I understand and I agree with the position of admins don't have to care about that stuff. They got mods, but where were the mods at exactly? I didn't have time to defend myself in that channel. So instantly banned, no warning, nothing of the sort. So that kind of still looks to me like even the mods are kind of incompetent in their point. But like I said, I agree. The admins, senior admins don't have to do that stuff. But you can't tell me that mods did their job too. And he just banned me like that. No, not even a second to stand up and like say, hey, what I do? Can I do something? It was just instantly banned.
Okay, so yeah, let me speak on I guess like a Fox you saying about like getting Dale arrested or something like that. With that, like the vendetta, another thing that you guys have to realize is that the personal vendetta that the server has with Dale, like obviously they don't like him for like the guilty thing or the rot, whatever the fuck. I don't care about any of that. Like we're humans. Our level of empathy only goes so far. We can only care about things that affect us. I'm not sitting throughout my day-to-day thinking ways of how to get Dale's chat, his stream taken down, how to get him arrested and all this other shit. I'm not. I wasn't doxxed. Although I do feel empathetic for Trevor and Slayer, and I hate the fact that it happened to them and he got off with no consequence, I don't have a personal stake in it. So
I agree with you.
That is only on Trevor and Slayer. Like, they live in California, so whatever kind of things that they want to get sorted out, that's what they have to do. We're not going to do anything about that because, one, our server is about him. If he does hypothetically end up getting banned or taken off, the internet or whatever, we'll try and repurpose it into a gaming server. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I have my own community. I stream. I don't really care that much what happens to SOS in the grand scheme of like if Dale gets taken down and the server really just dies. Rebecca and like what Ken said about what we should do with Rebecca. Rebecca does great work in SOS. She handles a lot of our workload for us. Just because there are some people who complain about her in a sea of over 1,600 people, we're not going to remove her. You guys aren't our current members, and even if our current members are, like I said to you at the beginning, if you guys aren't going to use that DM me to contact staff bot where there is full transparency there, that bot, it isn't you're talking to a mod and a helper, you're talking to the entire staff. If you guys aren't going to use that bot, then you are forfeiting your right to be able to speak and convey how you feel about something. You're going to a mod one-on-one with Kim or Rebecca, whoever the fuck it is, and you're not using that bot, I don't know what to tell you.
That bot wasn't there when I was there. Well, I was told
things changed. So it's like the issue that I'm having here is that we're arguing situations that are old shit. Our rules changed. The bots that we use to deal with member inquiries changed. Everything has changed.
Oh, I'm bringing it to you because you're the only one we haven't spoke to in any form of authority over there that knows about our side of the story and our transparency. So that's why we're coming to you about it, because now he has an issue and maybe he misread the rules when it comes to the admin bot thing, but we didn't have that going forward with me. I was supposed to really just go to Kim about things. Is from what I was understanding, because if I pull Trevor or Slayer aside, she was telling me that was separating mod shit, and I was being berated on my birthday about it in VC, and I took it respectfully, and I tried not to argue with her. I tried not to say disrespectful things. You can see I'm headstrong. I'm outspoken. I'm always like this, even in person. If you really, really need to know me like that, but the thing is like that's what I'm talking about. There is no real transparency. I feel like it's anti-communications friendly, anti-consumer friendly too, if you understand what I'm saying.
Well, on that point, I think I would. Well, I mean, like maybe it was back then. I don't know. Like the members keep cut. Like so for Ghosty, for example, like him being banned and why like none of the staff really cares about it. You got to realize, you guys might think the server is dead. That's totally fine. But for every one member that gets banned, 6 members join in the next hour. The server has constantly been growing. We have role hierarchies of like Super Spook, Elite Spook, and members are hitting those pinnacles, hitting those, those thresholds, and they're advancing through the ranks. So it's like, like the growth is there. We're seeing the growth. If the growth wasn't lucrative, we wouldn't still be doing this.
Someone said votes and majority do not matter in SOS. Mods will do as they please regardless. Yeah, that's kind of the case with me, even though.
I could agree with that assessment.
So that's kind of blowing the entire.
It's not, because look, while the votes and majorities, you say they don't matter, they do to an extent. We have a suggestions channel. People can make suggestions about things they want. If they get enough votes in favor of it or against it, we act on it. Again, if there's something that the staff isn't doing right, use the bot. I don't know why people are coming to you about SOS inquiries and things like that if you've been removed from there for months.
I didn't get removed. I left willingly.
Well, regardless of what it is. If you're not a part of SOS anymore, I don't know why people would be coming to you, but if they are, or whatever the case is, we have a DM me to contact staff bot. You can use the bot if you want and talk to the entire staff. There is no singling out of any mods. You can talk to the entire staff, and you have a conversation with all of them. So if you guys aren't using that bot, if people who are in SOS aren't using that bot, then again, like I said, I can't do anything for you. I'm not going to sit in my DMs and go through a sea of what members are. I got banned for this. I got muted for that. Please, it would never end. It would be never ending. I have it in SOS where members can't even DM me because I don't need to be fucking DM'd. Use the bot. It will create a ticket. It'll talk to the entire staff in the server.
So what does this applies for mods and your rules? Because they're not excused from being questioned about things.
Well, they can use the bot and question them.
No. Hold on. So we scroll up. It doesn't say anything in rule number 4 about not DMing specifically mods. It pretty much includes Muzan. I don't know what Muzan is. It says admin, pre-admin. It doesn't matter. I don't see mods.
I don't know what version. Is this the current version of the rules that you're looking at?
This is the current version of the rules. Yes. Baki wants to speak. Go ahead. It's primarily just you and me talking. Baki, go ahead.
Hello. All right, I'm back. Actually, I was going to say, I think we've kind of, established everything we wanted to say today. The only thing I wanted to say is, again, Rick, I know it's a lot to take in and it was a little bit of a drag. The honest truth is that we don't want to hear this too. We don't want to be reminded. We don't want to be thinking. I said what I had to say. It was like an issue that happened at the time. To be honest with you, water under the bridge with me. I don't take things literal anymore. But the only thing I have against is bullies, and I can't stand bullies. That's the truth. That's just me. But other than that, I want every one of us to just do our thing, have a good time, just grow from this and become much more wiser and more better in the future. That's it. So, without further ado, I just hope that this can be wrapped up so we don't have to waste any more time discussing the same matter, that it's been rectified. As what Rick said, there's now a new system, a new thing that's been patched up. It seems that it has been done. The only thing is just that if we are getting more people taken away from SOS, it's just for your heads up, so instead of people talking shit, at least you can hear from the horse's mouth that the truth from this side. You feel me? So there's none of this, this possibly this or possibly that. Now you know the truth. That's all it is.
All you guys have to realize, you guys are not in SOS. Right? So that, where the leverage is of me coming in and talking and having this whole conversation, none of you guys are in SOS. None of you guys are my members. So, me finding that level of empathy or sympathy or whatever it is to come in and talk, and the points that you're making in the narratives of like it's dead and 50 members are active, so I don't care. I can't possibly care. It's like me talking some shit about your server and saying there's nothing but a bunch of cucks in there or whatever the fuck I can say. I'm not in there. I'm not your member. So whatever my take is on your server does not fucking matter. I can say your Gigas is shit. I don't know how to play Tekken. So what I say does not matter. It holds no merit. It holds no weight. That's the difference of me talking about leverage in whatever it is that we're talking about here. What we spent, the majority of what this conversation was past issues and maybe some current stuff, little splashes of some current stuff, but it's a lot of past stuff from when you guys were members in SOS. You're no longer members, so it doesn't matter. While I do thank you personally, if Trevor and Slayer don't, I will thank you personally for going out of your way to explain anything to anyone outside of this whole Dale universe about Trevor and Slayer's situation, but you don't have to do that. with members reaching out to you, talking about what's SOS did this and this server shit and all this. You don't have to do that. These are all things that you don't have to do because you're not our member. We don't need you to go to bat for us. Whatever, with Dale, like I said, we don't know what we can do about it. I don't know. I genuinely think he's whitelisted off YouTube. Trolls have tried to flag his channel too many times, so no one's ever going to care. We're never going to get a response back for whatever channel flags he gets. I don't know what to do about that. We're still kind of brainstorming it, but in the interim, we're just watching the show, watching the shit show of the Twitch and the beefs and all this other shit. We're just sitting back and we're watching. Our members find it funny, and we like when they laugh. Right. That's what we do. That's what we propagate.
That's the plan. And you know what? Let's build amends to that. Rick, thank you ever so much for spending.
Hold on.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna bounce, guys. I'm gonna bounce. Keep this group DM open. All right. If you guys have any other inquiries tomorrow, anything, let me know. I'll come back in here and we can reconvene. But I have friends that I've abandoned for quite a while.
I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry about that. Interruption. But we greatly, appreciate your contribution to our inquiries.
It's all good, boys. You guys have a good night, okay?
No problem.
I wish you the best of luck.
Later, boys.
Rick, man, take care.